Are we ready to go? Thank you. We're meeting here today to address and work on the ways and means of filling an appointment for our auditor recorder who has resigned. One of the things that we probably need to do, we have two things already on the agenda. We probably would like to amend. I've been saying that all morning. To amend the agenda by adding a motion that the supervisors will fill the position of Marshall County Auditor Recorder by appointment. Would one of you agree with me? And if so, would you amend the agenda by that?
I would make a motion, Mr. Chairman, that we would amend the agenda as printed.
I will second that.
Been moved and seconded. Is there any discussion? If not, all in favor? Oh, let's. I got to back up here. Could we do that by roll call?
Yes, sir. Chairman Patton.
Yes.
Thompson.
Yes.
Slosik.
Yes.
Okay. Motion is carried. Moving on then. The first thing on our agenda is the resignation of our county auditor recorder to accept the resignation of Deanne Raymond, Marshall County Auditor, effective Friday, September 22nd, 2017 at 4:30. Would I want to say, as chairman, we would have a motion to that effect.
Mr. Chairman, I would make a motion to accept the resignation of Deanne Raymond, Marshall County Auditor and Recorder, effective on Friday, September 22nd, 2017 at 4:30 p.m.
Is there a second?
Mr. Chairman, I will second that motion.
It's been moved and seconded. I would, any discussion? The chairman would say that we would accept this with regret. We have worked with Deanne for a couple of years now and thought things were moving along. David or Steve, do you have any comments or discussion at this point?
I appreciated and enjoyed.
But I definitely echo your comments. I accept this with regret. I've enjoyed working with Deanne, and the process starts again.
I visited with Deanne on Friday and expressed my feelings, telling her we'll miss her. We'll miss having her here, and appreciated the work that she did for us here. So I'll leave it at that.
If there's no further discussion, then roll call vote, please.
Patton.
Yes.
Thompson.
Yes.
Slosik.
Yes.
Okay. Motion is carried. Moving on then to item number 2, filling the auditor recorder vacancy. Marshall County Board of Supervisors intends to fill the vacancy created by the resignation of Deanne Raymond, Marshall County Auditor Recorder, in accordance with the law, Iowa Code 69.14a. The reason that we added the third part here by amending the agenda was we didn't feel this was totally it didn't explain everything totally. So there will be a little bit of redundancy here. I'd rather be redundant than to leave people's minds wondering what we're going to do. So at this point, would anyone wish to move the motion here for item number 2?
Mr. Chair, I would make a motion to fill the vacancy that we have by Jared Heil pursuant to Iowa Code 69-14A.
There's a second?
I will second that.
Been moved and seconded. Any further discussion? If not, roll call vote, please.
Patton.
Yes.
Thompson.
Yes.
Slosik.
Yes?
Motion is carried. Then we move on to our third item, which is to fill the Marshall County Auditor Recorder's position by the supervisor's appointing.
Hey, Bill, may I add for
Yeah.
clarification that what was just passed there, that is pursuant to the code that when there is a vacancy by the auditor or auditor recorder, that the treasurer does assume that at that vacancy. So that's what clarified that, and now it's going forward within that day. Within the future days here is what is going next.
Yes, yes, thank you. Okay, is there, the chair would entertain a motion then about filling the appointment, or filling the position by appointment.
Mr. Chairman, I would make a motion that the supervisors appoint an auditor recorder for Marshall County by November 1st, 2017.
Is there a second?
I will second that, Mr. Chairman.
Is there any further discussion on this?
Does that date line fall within the Iowa code?
That's the 40-day window, David.
Okay.
Let's talk about the window before we complete this motion. The 40-day window is November 1st. The board action to fill the vacancy would be today, the 25th. The 40-day window began on Friday for the actual resignation, September 22nd. A notice of intent to appoint shall be published at least once, not less than 4, but no more than 20 days before the intended action. In accordance with Chapter 69.14A 2017 Code of Iowa, the Marshall County Board of Supervisors hereby gives public notice that they shall fill the vacancy of County Auditor and Recorder created by the resignation of Deanne Raymond by appointment. This appointment will be made at a public meeting to be held on Tuesday, October 31st at 9 a.m. in Meeting Room 2, 3rd floor, northeast corner Courthouse. Said appointment will be effective from October 31st until the official canvass following the November 6th, 2018 general election. The application deadline for persons that want to be considered as candidates to be appointed by the Board of Supervisors to the Office of Auditor Recorder is October 13th, 2017 at 4:30 p.m. Interested persons should submit a resume and letter of interest detailing their qualifications to the Board of Supervisors office. Any interested person must have lived in Marshall County not less than 60 days prior to the appointment. All interested persons meeting the minimum qualifications are invited to seek appointment. If within 14 days after publication of this notice or within 14 days after the appointment is made, a petition is filed with the County Auditor Recorder requesting a special election to fill the vacancy, the appointment is temporarily and the special election shall be called as provided in paragraph 69.14A 2B2. A petition for special election must comply with Iowa Code section 331.306. Okay, October 13, 2017, accept letters of interest and resumes from applicants for the appointment in the Board of Supervisors office through 4:30 p.m. Week of October 16th through the 20th, schedule interviews. This would be the interviews of the supervisors with those who are interested in the position of Auditor Recorder. 9/25/17, appoint Jared Heil Auditor Recorder effective 9/25/2017 and until a permanent appointment is made, special meeting. And then on 9/22/2017, effective at the end of the day, the resignation of Deanne Raymond. Okay, are there any questions about the dates that we were just talked about here? If not, is there any discussion about the motion that we have on the floor? If not, roll call vote, please.
Patton,
Yes.
Thompson,
Yes.
Slosik,
Yes?
Okay, motion is carried. Going on then with our meeting, the item number 4. The next regular session is October 3, 2017 at 9 a.m. All business to be acted upon at that session shall be submitted to the County Auditor and Recorder's Office or the Board of Supervisors' Office by Thursday, September 28, 2017 at 1 p.m. There being no further business to come before the board, the meeting is adjourned at 9:12. Thank you for coming. Thank you for your help.